Yes. So, hi everybody, and welcome you all to Walking Wicket. Today, again, we are here. My name is Rujula. I'm a cricketer, and I am here with my co-hosts who are Pavan and Kannan. So, welcome Pavan and Kannan, and welcome ourselves to this show, to this podcast, to this weekly podcast that we do about the weekly roundup of IPL of the Indian Premier League. So, we'll be covering a few more topics today. Yesterday, we had a podcast as well, so let's discuss some more topics that need to be, discussed this week. So my first question to both of you will be, what do you say about the two last matches that have happened in the IPL? They were cracker of games and totally like tables turn हो गए. तो आप लोग क्या बोलना चाहोगे गुजरात टाइटंस वर्सेस लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स का फर्स्ट मैच और सेकंड मैच जो होगा वो पंजाब किंग्स वर्सेस मुंबई इंडियंस का जो कल खेला गया. तो आप लोग क्या बोलोगे उसके बारे में? What do you think about both of the matches?
पहले तो मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत करना चाहूँगा क्रिकेट फ्रॉम द स्टैंड पॉडकास्ट के सभी दर्शकों का और सभी लिसनर्स का जो कि दुनिया के काफ़ी अलग अलग कोनों में बैठ के हम लोग को सुन रहे हैं. सो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और हम वापस प्रस्तुत है आपके सामने एक नया एपिसोड लेके वीकली राउंड अप क्रिकेट फ्रॉम द स्टैंड्स का. सो स्वागत करते हैं आप सभी लोगों का. रुजुला, कन्नन में काफ़ी सारे क्रिकेट जगत की बातें करेंगे और जैसे रुजुला ने अभी क्वेश्चन पूछा है, वी विल टेक वन क्वेश्चन एट ए टाइम एंड आप लोग अपनी क्वेरी भेजते रहिए. हम लोग विल कीप टॉकिंग अबाउट एंड विल कीप सीइंग योर कमेंट्स एज वेल एंड विल कीप टेकिंग क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द चैट्स एज वेल. सो टू कम बैक टू रुजुला, जिस तरह से आपने बताया कि हाँ ये वीक में काफ़ी सारे क्लोज मैचेस हम लोग को देखने मिले, स्पेशली जो कि टर्निंग ट्रैक्स पे हुए. सीएसके चेन्नई में जो मैच हुआ वो भी काफ़ी स्लो था. जीटी वैसे पंजाब का जो मैच हम लोग को देखने मिला लखनऊ में, वो भी थोड़ा स्लो लो स्कोरिंग था एंड स्पिनिंग ट्रैक पे था. एंड देन मुंबई वर्सेस पंजाब जो कि एक हाई स्कोरिंग मैच था. तो let's talk about the games that were really good. So last two matches की जब बात करते हैं तो I'll start with the GT versus Punjab and then Kannan can take up the MI versus Punjab वाला game. So GT versus पंजाब
Lucknow.
जो सॉरी जीटी वर्सेस लखनऊ वाला जो गेम हुआ था, आई एम रियली सॉरी. तो उस गेम में पहली बात तो जो हम लोग को सबसे पॉजिटिव देखने को मिला था कि हार्दिक पांड्या का अर्धशतक, जो कि इस पूरा टूर्नामेंट में उनका जो बल्ला था उस तरीके से नहीं चल पाया जिस तरीके से हम लोग
जी.
एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे. लास्ट ईयर ही वाज I guess 400 plus runs he scored in the
Exactly.
tournament, and he was
Yeah.
able to take more than 12-15 wickets, if you would say. So he was like a leading from the front, but this time around we could not see the kind of Hardik Pandya that we had been seeing. Right. So first positive for me in that game was the Hardik Pandya, because nobody, Ridhiman Saha did score few runs, but the entire team just bundled up around 135 or something. And on the other end, another positive, on the positive note, was the Krunal Pandya. I guess he had been brilliant on Lucknow wicket. Last time also he came and took 3 wickets and scored some 30-35 crucial runs. And this time also, again in Lucknow, I believe this guy again 2 for 16 something was his bowling figures, and then from the bat also he contributed some 20-23 runs, if I remember it correctly. So for
Exactly.
these two, I remember this game mostly, but another thing for which I would be remember this game are two different performances. One is KL Rahul's again a slow innings, which he started really well, at the beginning, and I guess 28 ball, 30 ball, 50 he scored. But the later he slowed down and he ended up with 61 balls, 68, and the team lost only because of the slow innings that he played in 17th and 18th over. And I guess he at that time he got out to again Mohit Sharma. So all in all, that game was were known for many positives from both the teams, but some negatives as well. Some one of the performance I would say the Mohit Sharma, which I would like to talk further in this podcast. But for now, to just summarize this game, for me, couple of positives as I mentioned: Hardik Pandya, uh, Krunal Pandya again doing good what he does in the slow wickets. KL Rahul, but bits and pieces, not the kind of performance that we would love to see from KL Rahul and Mohit Sharma. So I would love to remember this game on for these days.
Yes, I guess KL Rahul was not able to take his team over the line in the end, even though he scored so many runs, but he was not able to take them over the line. So yes, I agree there. And we would definitely like directly come to the next match that was played between the Mumbai Indians and the Punjab Kings yesterday. So we can discuss like both about both the matches and the players in those matches together. So Kanan, what do you say?
Yes. So this was a typical Mumbai wicket, right? High scoring, lots of runs, lots of sixes, and that's
Flat
what the
wicket.
Mumbai. Absolutely, that's what the Mumbai folks come there to enjoy the game. And if you see, right, इसमें ऐसा नहीं था कि किसी एक प्लेयर ने वो पूरा गेम लेके चले गया. Just like the GT versus LSG इनिंग जहाँ पे सिर्फ हार्दिक पांड्या खेला या फिर मोहित शर्मा ने pick out the win out of nowhere. यहाँ पे it was a completely team effort. देखोगे तो हरप्रीत सिंह राइट वो out of nowhere he came 28 ball 41 runs 2 sixes. The million dollar baby Sam Curran 29 ball 55 runs changed the
55
course of the
runs.
game 4 sixes. And किसी ने भी एक underrated player के बारे में बात नहीं किया है in the whole context of the game that was Jitesh Sharma. 4 6 7 ball 25 runs. That is the
Oh,
impact. वो impact चाहिए होता है हर गेम में एंड वही लेके आया एग्जैक्टली जितेश शर्मा विच इज एन अंडररेटेड प्लेयर. कोई हाइप नहीं, कोई बोलाबाजी नहीं, बस आया काम किया घर गया सो गया मैच जिता दिया. दैट इज व्हाट is needed out of the domestic talent, which definitely is being missed by some of the other teams as well. हर टीम में वो डोमेस्टिक प्लेयर एक बंदा आके मैच जिता दे, ऐसे सब टीम नहीं कर पा रहे, बट जितेश शर्मा डिड इट फॉर एमआई एंड देन इन द बैटर आई मीन डिड
he's
इट फॉर
been turning
पंजाब.
out he's been converting into a great player. He's been
Absolutely,
molding into a
absolutely.
good
Actually,
player,
Or
a kind of
he's a
finisher as well.
good wicket keeper too. If you notice, right,
Yep.
among the current set of young wicket keepers coming up the ranks, he's one of those which probably India can try out in the near future in absence of Rishabh Pant. So वो एक देखने वाली बात होगी कि how India molds him as a wicket keeper. And then coming back to MI's inning, मतलब it was a belter of a wicket, no doubt about it. Rohit Sharma gave a brilliant start, 27 ball, 44 runs, which is expected out of Rohit Sharma, and he did it. He did it, and he has been doing it for quite some time now. But he's not been able to convert those starts into big daddy hundreds, which we would like to see from him. जो वो करता था पहले in 2016, 17, 18, he has
Absolutely.
been doing that. So वो एक missing point था. But the silver lining was Cameron Green and Surya Kumar Yadav. Surya Kumar coming back to his OG best, like the OG Surya Kumar that we know. Sky
Yes.
playing 360 shots, 360-degree shots behind the wicket keeper, behind third man, everywhere. So that is what was needed, and वो कर दिया उसने. 26 ball and 57 is not a like a walk in the park, and but he did it, and उसने दिखा दिया कि it's not everyone's cup of tea to hit those big sixes behind the wicket keeper. Again, the second $1 million baby, Cameron Green, he came to the party for the second time consecutively, scoring 43 balls 67. But I guess they missed a trick, sending Tilak Verma too late. शायद उसका रोल था थोड़ा ऊपर आना. He is not a finisher that we have seen. He is a
exactly.
sheet anchor player जिसको they could have used better properly. तिलक वर्मा को
Correct.
कैमरन ग्रीन के ऊपर भेजना चाहिए था. एंड
Hmm.
कैमरन ग्रीन इज डेफिनेटली अ फिनिशर, ही कुड हैव डन दैट जॉब, बट दे मिस्ड अ ट्रिक समवेयर डाउन द लाइन. And that is something that MI would realize, and they would have to stabilize their batting order, which is missing big time for them.
Or
And
maybe it was too many runs that caused them to make that decision because they wanted this
absolutely,
momentum to be shifted and continue
absolutely.
to be with Mumbai. Could be the
But
reason
you
Absolutely.
know,
they
we
sent
have
Surya Kumar
and
Yadav.
and 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 it would be completely like unsatisfying if I do not talk about you know whom, right? The man who broke the stumps not once but twice.
but twice.
like
जिसने
like
बीसीसीआई को
Arshdeep
24
Singh.
24 से 30 लाख का चूना लगा दिया.
Arshdeep Singh, absolutely. Arshdeep Singh did what he is known for, bowling those, nailing those Yorkers, and at crucial moments, like he showed them who is the boss with respect to Yorkers. And in 2020 cricket, I was very thankful that they did not bowl a single no ball, and Rohit Sharma would be happy about that too, giving that a World Cup is around the corner. But yeah, that was a
Not
very good
happy being
performance.
Mumbai Indians captain, but
Absolutely.
happy being India captain.
But the bigger picture, yes, definitely.
So yeah, so
Uh,
we see that जैसे हम लोग ने बात किया कि Tilak Verma should have come before Cameron Green, and I agree there too, because Tilak Verma has never lacked confidence. If you see, like since he
Absolutely.
has started playing for
Absolutely.
Mumbai Indians, he's never lacked confidence. He's always gone there, and जब वो नया player भी था तभी भी बिल्कुल डर नहीं दिखता था उसमें. He was always like
Correct.
flawlessly
I, I,
batting
I
and
I still remember
also
that reverse sweep of Ravichandran Ashwin that he hit. Matlab,
he was
it
classy when he actually
classy,
debuted, for
absolutely.
Mumbai Indians. He was classy, and he's also a left-handed batsman, so that looks more classy. So talking about Tilak, he could have been sent before because he is not a finisher. I agree there, but I agree that they maybe sent Cameron Green because they needed to shift the momentum to a higher run rate there. And
They sent in Surya Kumar Yadav instead of Tilak Verma.
yeah,
Tilak Verma
Correct.
used
so
to come at number four
yes,
when
so
Surya was there.
or else Surya
So
के
basically,
साथ
what is happening? They are just changing it on the basis of requirement. You have seen Surya Kumar Yadav coming at three. He scored 50 when he came. Sometimes they use Cameron Green at five. Tilak Verma comes at four. This time around, Tilak Verma was consistently coming at four, but this time around only he came at number five. They play those who were switching positions with Cameron Green or Surya Kumar Yadav. So if wicket gets early, Rohit Sharma or Ishan Kishan, Cameron Green comes at number three so that he
and
takes the
I
innings
feel
and do the
वहाँ
boost.
पे लेफ्ट हैंडर का आना भी important था because they had two bowlers. एक राहुल चार था who would again bring it into the left hander, and again हरप्रीत ब्रार जो लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर है. तो if
yes,
he would have brought
Begin
them up,
Avejam.
मेरे ख्याल में राहुल चार को 4 ओवर कंप्लीट ही नहीं हो पाता because they would have feared him, और we never know right किस डायरेक्शन में मैच घूम जाता. So I believe they missed a trick somewhere there.
Maybe Rohit Sharma
Yes,
might need to put in more trust in Tilak Verma because I have complete trust on Tilak Verma, a 20-year-old
me too.
guy who has been among the highest run getter in Mumbai, right? You should trust in his ability. What he did in Bangalore in the very first game, and what he did in Hyderabad, 19 ball, 41 runs. He won the game at that position. So I don't think there is any problem with in abilities of Tilak Verma. He can
Absolutely.
definitely turn the game on its head on any given day.
Okay. Yes, and it was good seeing Surya Kumar Yadav back in form as well. There was something going
Absolutely.
on with him for the past couple of matches. I don't know, but we don't know. But it was really good to see him back again. So कभी कभी वो उससे पता चलता है कि कभी sometimes they are not able to deliver that much. So yeah, it's okay. But yes, when you talked about Arshdeep Singh, of course, the man of the match was Arshdeep Singh. It was nobody else. Though there were so many great performances in the match, like all around the match, there were a lot of people involved. Like Surya Kumar, we talked about. There was Cameron Green. There was Sam Curran and Rohit Sharma as well. Everybody. But what do you say about Arshdeep Singh's 4 of 29? 4 विकेट्स 29 रन में से वो भी 2 बार स्टंप तोड़ दिया उन्होंने तो मतलब what do you say about him? Like 2018 mein he was first introduced to us because he played the 2018 under 19 World Cup with the team and they won that time. So like what do you say? How has he come so far from there?
See, if you
So
see
for
right, ये
yeah,
400 400 प्लस वाला मैच था, and 400 प्लस वाला मैच में there is only one guy who has completed his 4 overs and went below 8 runs per an over, and that is the man of the match, अर्शदीप. बाकी सब बॉलर्स की धुलाई हो गई है. बॉल इतने दूर दूर तक गए कि मरीन ड्राइव से बॉल लेके आना पड़ा था लोगों को, बट अर्शदीप ने इंश्योर करा कि अंपायर को नया स्टंप लेके आना पड़ा, वो भी एक बार नहीं 2 बार.
That's a
So
good
so
point.
yeah, so that is the impact of Arshdeep. Pawan by probably would be able to add more to it.
so Arshdeep Singh, why he made his debut for India in T20s? The reason being what he was doing for Punjab Kings consistently was the death over bowling, and India was lacking in death over bowling because apart from Jasprit Bumrah, we did not have somebody who could come and nail the Yorkers. We have seen Mohammad Shami, but again Mohammad Shami is not somebody who has been. So Mohammad Shami is somebody who's not a great death over bowler. We have seen in the past he is really good with the new ball, but not in the death. So what India was finding was a left arm seamer. Again, we did not have after. I don't know. It's been ages we have seen a left arm seamer in Indian circuit. So this guy came in, he starts delivering, and I guess what he was replicating against Mumbai was telling that I was selected in Indian cricket team only because of this, because I'd been doing it consistently, and after a year spending with Indian cricket team, I guess he has molded himself in a much better death over bowler, and उसका
And
जो
stuff.
result है वो हमको देखने मिला, वो हम लोग को वो रिजल्ट देखने मिला. So I would say Arshdeep Singh, hands down, it's somebody a very young talent that India is looking for, and probably if he comes to the World Cup, India would definitely love to see that young individual delivering what he delivers best in the death overs.
बस इंडिया की जर्सी पहनते नो बॉल ना डाले.
बस
मोहम्मद सिराज, अर्शदीप सिंह वगैरह सब लोग आ जाएंगे. This is the ball. This is going to be the bowling attack.
When you see youngsters doing such things now, I guess this gives a huge confidence in this entire unit. That seniors would definitely perform, and they always have gone through such phase. But when a youngster does something like this, now the entire team's confidence gets boosted further, because they see, okay, we have one more person who can any given day might deliver, or maybe somebody whose
Absolutely.
performance might impact the entire, can boost the entire team's confidence. क्योंकि आप least expect करते हो उन लोगों से when they come to the team, right? And when somebody does it,
Definitely.
you feel like, oh, we have another player who can
And
win
and
us matches.
and अगर देखा जाए पवन भाई, so the top 3 wicket takers of this year's IPL as of now is Siraj,
Hey, Raman.
then
Second, Arshdeep
Arshdeep,
Singh.
and Yuzvendra Chahal. So good
Yeah,
signs for India leading into the World Cup this year.
Definitely,
absolutely.
definitely, we agree there. So let's talk about the other match star player, that was Mohit Sharma, returning after so many years. 2022 में he was the Nets bowler. Like he was a Nets bowler that time, and इतना साल उन्होंने सीएस के लिए खेलने के बाद भी 2022 में उनका Nets bowler होना थोड़ा सा फैंस के लिए भी शॉकिंग था कि because he's always delivered, but time is not always the same. So he has come back with a bang, and he was so good. He defended a small target of 136. Like he bowled the last over, and he also got the wicket of KL Rahul, who was the only set batsman of their innings. So what would you say about this other star player?
Uh, yeah, definitely. So, see, Mohit Sharma इस तरह का टैलेंट है. इंडिया के लिए खेले, इंडिया के लिए वर्ल्ड कप भी खेले, और आई गेस उन्होंने पर्पल केप भी लिया चेन्नई सुपर किंग के साथ जब खेले थे. आई डोंट रिमेंबर द एग्जैक्ट नंबर ऑफ काउंट्स ऑफ विकेट, बट इट वाज एनीवेयर ओवर 25 विकेट्स, 27 और 28 विकेट्स आई रिमेंबर. तो एक प्लेयर जो कि इंडिया के लिए खेल चुका है, एक प्लेयर जिसका वर्ल्ड कप में डेब्यू हो चुका है, इंडिया के लिए वर्ल्ड कप खेल चुका है, एक प्लेयर जो है पर्पल केप होल्डर है, एंड यू डोंट सी दैट प्लेयर इनटू योर प्लेइंग 11. And there is already lack of Indian pacers in this entire circuit. If you would see, Rasid Krishna अगर राजस्थान रॉयल्स के नहीं खेल रहे, तो you do not know whom they could sign up for. They do not have any replacement, like to like replacement, right? Uh, at the same time, if you see, Delhi Capitals is playing Ishan Sharma, right? So there is definitely dearth of Indian pacers in this IPL league. While what Mohit Sharma is doing is something, a story of a great comeback. We say na. One of the greatest comeback you would see in this tournament so far for me is among the best. The reason being, again, playing for so much cricket, and then you were told that you would be net bowler, and somebody is not taking it to the heart by saying, "Yeah, I don't want to be net bowler. I want to play an IPL team because
Yes, yes.
I have brought so many laurel to the
No ego there.
a franchise like CSK, right?" But he is so down to earth person. He was asked in one of the interviews, right? How do you feel about it? But he said कि देखो, I do not, he is a very genuine guy, और हिंदी में बात बोल रहे थे वो कि मुझे इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि मैं अगर नेट्स में बॉलिंग करता हूँ, क्योंकि वहां पे मेरे को ये सीखने को मिलता है कि अच्छे अच्छे प्लेयर जो हैं वो कैसे अपना जो रूटीन है मेंटेन करते हैं, अपने आप की स्किल सेट पे कैसे इम्प्रूवमेंट करते हैं. सो आई गॉट टू लर्न अ लॉट while I was a net bowler, and I guess उसका रिजल्ट आपको यहाँ देखने मिल रहा है. और 2 मैचेस उन्होंने जो है अपने दम पे जिताया है जीटी को इस टूर्नामेंट में, विच इज, मतलब मैं बोलूंगा काफी काबिले तारीफ रिटर्न है. गुजरात ने 4 ही मैच जीते हैं 6 में से, जिसमें से 2 मैच मोहित शर्मा ने जिता दिए। उससे ज़्यादा आई डोंट सी यू एक्सपेक्ट मच फ्रॉम अ सिंगल इंडिविजुअल। सो
That's a great
ब्रिलियंट
comeback.
परफॉर्मर,
And Karan,
ब्रिलियंट
anything
परफॉर्मर
to
आई
add?
यस एब्सोल्युटली, जो जो पवन भाई बोले राइट, एक 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 इंडिविजुअल, जस्ट फॉरगेट अ क्रिकेटर, एक इंडिविजुअल जो एक लास्ट सीजन पूरा अनसोल्ड गया, बोल्ड एज अ नेट बॉलर, पूरा उसका वो मेंटालिटी से आके देन डिलीवरिंग इट, ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है। नो मैटर कि उसने एक मैच जीता है, 2 मैच जीता है, 10 मैच जीता है, सबसे पहली बात वही इंपॉर्टेंट है कि एक मेंटालिटी यहाँ पे है कि वो नेट बॉलर था उस, एंड ऐसा कोई नहीं था कि कोई नया बंदा आ रहा है जो नेट बॉलर है, या कोई एक यंगस्टर है जो नेट बॉलर है, एक सीजन कैंपेनर है, हु हैज रिप्रेजेंटेड इंडिया, हु हैज वॉन टाइटल्स फॉर सीएसके, वो वहां से आके एक नेट बॉलर बन रहा है, मतलब उसने उसके खुद के ईगो को स्वॉलो कर लिया पहले, एंड उसके बाद आके यहाँ पे डिलीवर करना, दैट दैट स्पीक्स
Yeah,
वॉल्यूम
yes,
इन
yes.
इटसेल्फ। And defending 12 runs with KL Rahul on strike, Marcus Stoinis to follow, और वो रन आउट वहां पे जहां पे ही हेल्ड द बॉल, ही केप्ट हिज कूल, उसने बॉल कलेक्ट किया ठीक से, एंड देन ही डिसलॉज द व्हील्स। इट स्पीक्स वॉल्यूम एंड हाउ ही अंडरस्टैंड्स और रिस्पॉन्ड्स वेल टू प्रेशर। प्रेशर में वहां पे बहुत चांसेस थे कि उसका स्लोअर बॉल इनकरेक्ट चले जाए, कहीं गलत चले जाए, बट ऐसा नहीं हुआ, ही बोल्ड इनटू द विकेट टू केएल राहुल, नोइंग दैट केएल राहुल इज टायर्ड, वो बिग शॉट नहीं मार पाएगा,
और इतने कम
स्पेशली
स्कोर
ऑन द
में
लेग
अगर
साइड।
पेसर बॉल कर रहा है, कुछ एज भी चला जाएगा तो रन चला जाता है। मतलब ही वाज
वही
सो
तो,
एक्यूरेट विद हिज
ही
बॉलिंग।
वाज सो एक्यूरेट, और उसने वही वही सेम स्लोअर बॉल मार्कस स्टोइनिस को नहीं डाला, उसको पता था कि इसका स्ट्रेंथ है ये चीज, ही बोल्ड फुल टू मार्कस स्टोइनिस, वहां पे इट शोड हाउ ही had different plans for different matters, and probably Ashish Nehra is also to be credited for their success, because we have been seeing Ashish Nehra down the ropes, ground pe aake he is guiding the players, some of the times it might work and sometimes it might not work, but yeah, this was one such wins where they made, they rather they stole the victory out of thin air from LSG.
ब्रिलियंट परफॉर्मर।
I agree. सो इससे हम लोग को ये पता चलता है कि क्रिकेट इज नॉट ओनली द गेम ऑफ फिजिकलिटी, यू नो, लाइक यू कैन ट्रेन हार्डर एंड हार्डर इन द जिम, रन मोर, बट इट्स ऑल्सो अबाउट व्हाट यू ट्रेन मेंटली एंड हाउ यू ट्रेन योर माइंड टू बी, बिकॉज यू सेड कि उन्होंने बॉल बिल्कुल कामली गैदर किया फॉर द रन आउट एंड ही वाज रियली काम एंड दैट्स व्हाई ही सक्सीडेड इन गेटिंग द रन आउट, बिकॉज अगर वो जल्दी में होते, अगर सब गड़बड़ में अगर उन्होंने कुछ मिस कर दिया होता तो फिर डेफिनेटली बॉल मिस हो सकता था, क्योंकि वहां पे एक एक मिनी सेकंड का भी फर्क पड़ रहा था, क्योंकि यू हैड टू डिफेंड दैट मच स्कोर इन द लास्ट ओवर, सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर ऑन यू, and to stay calm in a moment like that is really something that's going on. So that is what IPL has brought to cricket, you know. I think that is what it's brought, because it's become dynamic, it's become fast, cricket has become fast, dynamic, and it also has enabled players to think more about their mental health, to focus more about on focusing on the game, on maintaining concentration throughout the game, because stadium में आप अगर
एब्सोल्युटली,
जाओगे तो इतना आवाज होता है, बहुत आवाज होता है, पूरे टाइम गाने बजते रहते हैं, एंड ऑफ कोर्स एनीवन कैन गेट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड, बिकॉज वी आर
एब्सोल्युटली।
ह्यूमंस, दे आर ह्यूमंस एज वेल, एनीबडी कैन गेट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड, बट they
एंड
are supposed
दे
to
आर सो
hide all that.
परफेक्ट दैट वो लेंथ में अगर इतना सा डिफरेंस आ गया तो इट विल बी हिट फॉर सिक्स। इट इज
It's a
मतलब द
game
कंसंट्रेशन
of
हैज टू बी
inches,
ऑफ
as the
करेक्ट।
cricketing pundits say, right? Game of inches.
Yes, yes, that's a good line. So yeah, that was all about Mohit Sharma and Arshdeep Singh. Congratulations to those two on brilliant performances. And now
Meanwhile,
moving on
meanwhile,
to Virat.
meanwhile,
Okay.
Shivam Dubey has brought up his 50 in just 20 deliveries.
Oh my God,
Another half
that
century for
Mumbai
Shivam
player,
Dubey,
another Mumbai player.
smacking
If
in
you notice,
even
Shivam
Eden
Dubey,
Gardens.
Shivam Dubey always hits bigger sixes. He never hits small
हाँ,
sixes. उसकी sixes हमेशा
he's
height में ज्यादा होते हैं, and
उसके उसके
he's a very
सिक्सेस
strong
भी
man.
दूर होते हैं और उसके पैर में भी फेविकॉल लगा होता है, so he never moves
he
his legs,
doesn't his leg
and
doesn't move.
still managed to get hit sixes.
Sixes
But yet he's
somehow.
also a fast bowler as well. So that's a tricky player. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic, and it's going to be none other than the return of Virat Kohli as the captain of Royal Challengers Bangalore. So, as we all know, in the last match, Faf du Plessis stepped down as the captain of RCB, as he announced himself to be the impact player for them. And कुछ option नहीं था, तो Virat Kohli was the only second option to be the captain of Royal Challengers Bangalore, who's captained the side for years and years. So, how did you feel about the return of Virat Kohli to captaincy role? Because many of us were missing. Many of the people were agitated against this decision that ये तो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था आरसीबी मतलब विराट कोहली should captain the side. But it was still a good and fair decision, I would say, because it was Faf du Plessis, who is another experienced player. So they are like on the same track. But what do you say about the return of the OG captain that Bangalore considers as them, as theirs? So what do you say? How did you
तो
feel personally?
पहले पहले तो मैं अपने दर्शकों को क्लैरिफाई कर देता हूँ कि फैफ डू प्लेसिस हैजंट स्टेप डाउन as a captain of
Yes.
RCB so far. It's just that he is nursing some injuries because he is nursing some injury. That's the reason that he is not
He cannot
being part of
field.
the entire
Yeah,
40
yeah.
overs. So he cannot field, and for the 40 overs he cannot be on the field. That's the only
Yeah,
reason
he's
they
going
have
to be
brought
there
in
for
Virat Kohli
batting.
as the captain. So, but
Yes.
having said that,
But
it's
it still
brilliant to
gave the
see Virat Kohli.
opportunity for Virat Kohli to walk
ये
in, you know.
ये
It
वही
was,
बात
हाँ,
हो गई ना जो अपने बचपन में होती थी, मेरा बैट मैं पहले बैटिंग करूंगा, फील्डिंग नहीं करूंगा.
but यहाँ पे for different reasons.
मेरी बैट है तो मैं बैटिंग करूंगा आई वोंट फील्ड
Yes.
इट्स लाइक दैट
That goes
यस सो हाउ डिड यू
saying goes that saying really goes well with Kyle Myers, who comes to bat first and goes the very first over in LNC.
Prithvi Shaw is the prime
एंड देन
example.
So such players.
यस सो
Okay, so getting back to the Virat Kohli, it's a brilliant to see him. For multiple reasons, I would say. Uh, the reason being that first he went to the Mohali with the same troop and they won the match there. Second thing, what he brought back again in today's game, where we were seeing against RCB the way they played in today's game. Virat Kohli again won the game, right? So against RR, the match that happened in the afternoon today. So two things has happened since the Virat Kohli has come back. RCB has started winning the games, which is something missing earlier. Second, they won in Mohali. They won in Bangalore as well. So they were not winning in Bangalore. Everyone was coming. LSG came. They smacked them, and CSK came. CSK pressed them in Bangalore. So two positives for me. Good to see him in the at the helm of the affairs. Good to see him being the captain of RCB, the team he built over the 10 years, and the team that we
yes
are seeing. Good to see all those players his energy that we used to see being a captain for India for RCB in the earlier years. For the last 2 years, we've been missing it. But yeah, those positives I really enjoyed, like being Virat Kohli on the field as a captain, and that same energy is getting channelized into the team members. And I guess their performances we are seeing it in a different result. That's a different thing. Virat Kohli did not score run today, but that energy was something we could say in those players. And then the childish Virat Kohli that we had been seeing all these years, energetic Virat Kohli on the field. So I guess that's a great positive for RCB. It has worked wonder for the last 2 games at least.
yes
पवन भाई
yes
का
what do you say
पवन भाई
Kanan
का विराट फैन फुल झलकते हुए from inside and out.
It's
जाग
not
So,
गया
about
so
फैन
it's not
जाग गया
about being a fan of Virat Kohli. I'm just trying to see the kind of energy he brings and that
it's okay
other players can
definitely,
channelize.
it's
definitely. No,
okay
see, we second that what you have said, right? He brings that aggression into the field, which is required. जो हम लोग ने देखा था what he brought into the table in the ODI squad, the Test squad, and the T20I squad as well. एक aggression चाहिए होता है when things are not going in your favor. वहां से ही the momentum starts shifting into your favor, which is what Virat Kohli plays a very important role. But at the same time, I feel going forward as well, बहुत सारे fans might come back saying कि oh make Kohli the captain again or anything like that. Everything should be shun away. Faf is the correct leader and should be leading the team forward, and Virat Kohli should definitely be doing what he does best. That is his game of cricket, opening the batting for RCB. So that's it from my end
yeah
with
But I
regards
if
don't
to
think
he's
the fans
Kohli the
would mind
captain.
till RCB is winning under him.
if he has
Definitely
stepped down as the captain there might be some reason so we want everybody to respect it of course and the main
makes
thing is to
sense.
enjoy the cricket he gives us. That's the main reason. So yes, we just hope that King Kohli just keeps being in his ways and keeps scoring runs. And उनसे ज़्यादा रन्स तो किसी के है ही नहीं. So we should not discuss this further. So guys, any more topics that you have in mind and that we have not covered in yesterday's broadcast? So what will you say? Anything in your
We would like
minds?
to draw people and their attention, like to all the viewers and the listeners and their attention to that there was one positive thing that had happened in the last a week. That was Delhi Capitals winning and opening their account, winning account in
Yes.
the IPL. So
Oh
this season
yes.
they
Absolutely.
had been losing consistently.
Finally,
At
after
something
five matches.
X
Only
simple
David Warner was
consistent.
scoring for them.
Definitely, David Warner had been
Yes.
scoring. He also scored in the last game as well. But there were
He
a
has
lot
been
of
scoring for
changes
the
between
past
the games.
five matches, but team is
Yeah,
still not
that's what I'm
winning.
saying. He used to be
But
like
but
the
the
only
but the
player who was
problem is
carrying the
but the
innings.
problem is I also feel he is going a bit slow. I'm not
Yeah,
sure who he's doing that because of the fragile middle order that DC has, or
I think
it
so
is
too.
something to do with the added pressure of captainship and the team management का भी काफी pressure होता है in the absence of ऋषभ पंत as well. So
Uh,
वो कहीं ना कहीं उसके दिमाग में चल रहा है. I feel कि अगले 6 matches हो गए and David Warner, the pocket dynamo that we know, not hitting even a single six is
Six.
like beyond any logic for me. मतलब
I think
ऐसे हो ही नहीं सकता, or else he would need a match in Chinnaswamy Stadium, Bangalore to hit a six probably.
I think he's just taking things slow because विकेट बचा नहीं पा रहे बैट्समैन उनके. एंड अगर उनको
Correct,
पता है कि इफ दोज बैट्समैन जस्ट गिव अवे देयर विकेट्स एंड ही गिव्स अवे हिज विकेट टू, सो रन्स नहीं लगेंगे बोर्ड पे. तो
correct,
एक
correct.
टोटल कंसिडरेबल टोटल के टूवर्ड्स पहुंचने के लिए उनका स्कोर करना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है, उनको ऐसा लग रहा है. इसीलिए ही इज जस्ट ट्राइंग टू स्टे मोर ऑन द विकेट एंड हिटिंग सिक्स इज लाइक टेकिंग अ रिस्क. सो if he takes a risk, he's not that confident. When he's hitting sixes, he's confident about his team and that everybody else can score too. But we can see that he has some lack of confidence in this DC team because it has not been able to deliver that much. They just won their first match. So because of the lack of confidence, maybe ho sakta hai ki he's not been playing as he always does. So that's what I think. We'll see what Pavan
So
thinks
there,
as well.
so there are a couple of things. I would put it that way. So David Warner is not been among the runs at the international circuit in recent time. The only thing he scored is a double hundred in MCG. Apart from that, he came
Correct.
to India. He played in Australian Border Gavaskar Trophy. You saw he did not score even a single 50. He got injured. He went back. He came back, but he did not get a game again. So that it's not about always, you given a captaincy and you are not performing. That's always there because you are replacing a player like Rishabh Pant
Yes.
in there. But he was scoring runs last year. So if you see his scoring difference, his career strike rate is around 147, and in this IPL his career strike rate is anywhere 110 and 120. That's a vast difference for a player. That doesn't come only because of the captaincy pressure. It also comes from the lack of runs that he has been having in the last 1 year. So a combination of all this has been turning into this IPL. You are seeing that, and on top of it, the top order is not scoring runs, and that's what they changed in the very sixth in the sixth game where they brought in Phil Salt. Somehow they brought in Phil Salt, they brought in Mitchell Marsh. Okay, so they were trying to strengthen. They were still consisting, matlab, still having Prithvi Shaw in the spot, so they are making sure at least 4 to 5 players in the top order. Phil Salt, who was among the highest run getter in South Africa 20 league, that's why he was bought by the Delhi Capitals. So huge runs of runs are there, but the thing is the team was not scoring, was adding pressure to David Warner. And but in the last game he played, I guess he scored 30 ball 50. Later
Correct.
he ate up some 15-20 balls and then he ended up with 51 ball 57 runs. But he was doing really good in the beginning in the low scoring game in Delhi. So probably
Yes.
he might come back, seeing the confidence in their batting unit. And if team starts winning, I guess that will start reflecting in his performance. So probably hope good for Delhi Capitals going forward. I would say. And Shane Watson also mentioned that there are so many things that he has been experimenting. Probably he might come good because he's a champion player. So
He
let's hope for the
definitely
best.
is.
Correct.
Yes, he's been actually the orange cap holder for like couple of times in the IPL. So of course उनका confidence में तो problem होना नहीं चाहिए. But yeah, I guess that's lacking in DC. That's the main thing, that there is no unity in their team, and they're lacking that because उनका अगर आप बैटिंग ऑर्डर भी देखिए, इट कीप्स ऑन चेंजिंग बिकॉज ललित यादव comes into bat before Aksar and something like that keeps happening. And Lalit Yadav, अगर आप देखेंगे, he is not a proper batsman. He used to be a bowler first. He started off as a bowler और आजकल उनको ज्यादा बैटिंग करा रहे हैं, but I don't see him as a destructive player, like somebody who can hit
Yes,
sixes
yes.
like constantly. So that's somewhere it's being a poor decision or a poor decision making
It's
strategy somewhere.
lack of depth in their batting for sure, because if we see, उनके पास कोई है ही नहीं बैट्समैन. फिलिप सॉल्ट को लेके आ गए, एक बार रोमन पॉल को खिला दिया, फिर राइली रूसो को खिला दिया. दे आर नॉट बैकिंग देयर
Roman,
प्लेयर्स इनफ. मतलब कांस्टेंट चेंजिंग एंड चर्पिंग इन इटसेल्फ शोज कि टीम अंदर ही अंदर कुछ तो गड़बड़ चल रहा है, एंड दे आर नॉट वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट ऑन देयर प्लेयर्स. क्योंकि हर मैच यू कैन नॉट कीप चॉपिंग एंड चेंजिंग योर 11. एक फिक्स 11
yes,
डिसाइड करना है.
that's the
अनलेस
problem.
एंड अनटिल करेक्ट, अनलेस एंड अनटिल एकदम ही कोई खराब खेल रहा है आफ्टर 3 to 4 गेम्स. राइली रूसो वी ऑल नो इन द वर्ल्ड कप एज वेल, एक तो 0 मारेगा
Yes.
वरना 100 मारेगा. दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ प्लेयर
100.
राइली रूसो इज.
Yes, yes.
So you have to back such players, and he also brings in that left hand flavor in between. और अगर आप
Correct.
मनीष पांडे को फिफ्थ या सिक्स्थ भेज रहे हो, he is not a finisher either. You need to
He's
send Manish
not.
Pandey
Unfinished.
number 3, number 4 पे, otherwise you are wasting Manish Pandey. And then if you are sending Akshar Patel 6th, 7th पे, Tata bye bye boss, this is IPL, this is not Pakistan Super League that यहाँ पे you will get chances.
So they
Definitely.
are in conundrum because of multiple reasons. One of the reasons that you play David Warner at the top, then you play Andik Noje. You cannot drop him because they do not have pacers, tier away pacer in their
Correct.
bowling unit who can take the game away.
They have
Who
Anrik
can give you.
no they have Anrik Nokia, but उस पे थोड़ा ओवर डिपेंडेंसी हो जाता है at times. That is what I feel.
That's what
कि
I'm saying. So the
exactly.
reason being, आप उनको निकाल नहीं सकते हो, तो आपको वो रखना होगा. डेविड वार्नर को रखना होगा. मिचेल मार जो है आपको बॉलिंग दे सकते हैं, बैटिंग दे सकते हैं. आप
Correct.
उनको नहीं निकाल सकते हैं जो कि
They are yet to
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
figure
के
out
लिए
that
अभी decent.
flow
Actually,
overseas.
Mitchell Marsh is actually,
हाँ,
I guess, the proper IPL player in their team, I would say. Like
He
IPL
should
के लिए
open
proper
यार,
ऐसा कोई रहना
मतलब
चाहिए.
before
He
coming
needs
into
to.
the IPL.
And we
uh,
saw Rovman Powell as well. He's such a destructive player. He hits so big
correct.
sixes, but he still did not deliver for 4 continuous matches. He failed for 4 matches. So उनको ड्रॉप करना बनता था, ऐसा मुझे लगता है. तो the
तो वो तो
problem
फोर्थ
was, yes, you
पोजीशन
are
होता है
correct.
रुजुला. वो
They
फोर्थ
know.
पोजीशन पे आपको चाहिए रोमन पावेल. आप लेके आ सकते हो रेली रूसो, आप लेके आ सकते हो फिल सॉल्ट, या फिर आप एक बॉलिंग में जो है आप मुस्तफिजुर रहमान को ला सकते हो. तो अब जब
नहीं,
चार प्लेयर एक
they
पोजीशन के
have
लिए फाइट
that.
करेगा.
See, मुस्तफिजर का replacement they already have. Khalil Ahmed है, but they are not backing Khalil
खलील
Ahmed.
अहमद इज नॉट कंसिस्टेंट दिस टाइम.
हाँ,
खलील अहमद वाज
he
वेरी
is someone
Actually,
who
कंसिस्टेंट
they are
will
लास्ट
pick
not
wickets.
giving time.
Correct,
हाँ, टाइम
correct.
ही
That
नहीं
is
दे रहे
what Rujula I
कंसिस्टेंट
feel.
रहने के
Correct.
लिए.
Hmm.
यस, वही
They
मेरे
have
को भी
little
ऐसे
like
ही लगता है.
replacement. Either Chetan Sakaria, Khalil Ahmed, Mustafizur Ahmed. They
Absolutely, they have
more or
Chetan
less can play
Shakaria
the
too.
ball.
Good
They
point.
have replacements, but they are still not using them correctly. So Manish Pandey का मुझे बराबर लगा point, because Manish Pandey has not been in form since the last couple of years, if you say. So आपको पता है कि he will not start hitting from the very first ball. So you cannot totally depend on him कि अरे यार बहुत अच्छा batsman है, he will start hitting and he'll score
Correct.
like 50 तो बना के ही आएगा. No,
Talking
because
about
I knew,
batting order,
yes.
The reason being
we
he was
finally
the
see
reason being
Thala coming to bat with 2 balls to spare. Just MS Dhoni
So
thinks.
you've been watching the match while we're doing the
Absolutely.
podcast.
We cannot
we
miss
can't
a
skip.
CSK match, right?
So we are passionate humans. To all those viewers
Luckily, he
watching, we
is
are
coming
also
at number
passionate.
6 today,
You can
not
see
at number 8.
With 2 balls to
Deepak,
spare, Pawan by 2 balls.
so not number
he's
8 today,
always
number 6.
there when 2, 4, 2, 3 ball ऐसे ही हो रहा है.
CSK is the only team जहाँ पे the supporter itself demands a wicket after the 15th over. कि भाई विकेट जाए ताकि धोनी आ जाए बैटिंग करने.
हाँ, अच्छा खासा रन बना लिया. अभी चलो, अभी धोनी को आने दो.
They already put 232 runs on the board.
32.
What else
They
do
have
you
the
want?
highest total of IPL 2023. Yeah. रहाने
Will
That's
he?
great.
2.0,
That's
ये
too
रहाने
much.
2.0 नहीं है, ये रहाने 4.0 है. He has scored at a strike rate of 250.
it's really happy to see when players like Ajinkya Rahane, Dinesh Karthik make a comeback, because
this
they're
this
already
this
seniors.
IPL is definitely an IPL of comeback. मतलब Rohit Sharma, we have seen Ishant Sharma
Yes,
deliver. We have
yes.
Oh
seen
man,
Yuzvendra
Ajinkya
Chahal
Rahane
doing
is
it
there.
for couple of years now, still not getting a game into the World Cup. That is a different story. And
That's
then we have
same thing.
seen Ajinkya Rahane doing what he does best.
definitely. So it's really good to see those those youngsters, we would say, coming back into form after working hard on their fitness and everyone. But yeah, happy to see them, and hopefully
Not a
they
youngster
keep
anymore.
delivering for the rest of the tournament. So what is our
जो भी
next topic for today?
महेंद्र सिंह धोनी की छाया में आता है वो प्रॉपल होता है वहां
Ah,
से।
Proper hero बन जाता है.
yeah, of course.
It's a no ball too, I
ये
guess.
करियर वहां
So,
से प्रॉपल होने लगता है, उसका करियर वहां से और एक डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन ले लेता है।
हर
right,
पॉडकास्ट में ये
right.
बोलने वाले हैं अभी हम लोग। हर पॉडकास्ट में ये बोलेंगे एम एस धोनी की
That
शिवम
that
छाया
दुबे,
is
में
that is that is why
पूरा।
the background is also yellow.
शिवम दुबे जिसको
वी
नंबर
वी
6
नेवर
नंबर 7
थॉट
पे
इट।
भेजा जाता है, वो नंबर 4 पे आके 50 मार रहा है। अजिंक्य रहाणे जिसको बेंच पे बिठाया जाता है, वो नंबर 3 पे आके
बेंच
70s
पे बेटा
50s एंड
अनसोल्ड
फास्ट
अनसोल्ड जाने
50s
वाला था ऑलमोस्ट. नो
अनसोल्ड
वन
जाने वाले प्लेयर है।
रेज द बैट अपार्ट फ्रॉम CSK. They
Yeah,
knew
everybody started
what
thinking
role.
he's not।
उनकी
Oh,
छत्र छाया में जो भी सब आता है, सब एकदम
छत्र
ऐसा हो
छाया।
जाता है कि अब बस
You are
he
going to
start
make it।
understanding his game better, मतलब that's how people
खुद
are
का ही गेम समझ में आने लगते हैं, राइट।
समझने लग जाते हैं लोगों को कि व्हाट मिस्टेक आई वाज मेकिंग। वो
नहीं
सूर्य
भी
कुमार
समझ में
यादव
आया तो
ने
माही पीछे से डांट देगा उसको.
Yes. No, because even if they are veteran players, everybody needs somebody to back them someday. If you really need somebody to give you the confidence that you can do
Absolutely,
it. Yes.
absolutely. And along with
You
the backing,
really,
right? Along with the backing,
yes.
मेरे को लगता है he gives clarity of roles. मतलब उसने पहले से इफ आई हैव हर्ड अजिंक्य रहाणे गिविंग एन इंटरव्यू बिफोर, उसने क्लियरली बोला था कि पहले ही एमएस इन्फॉर्म्ड हिम कि दे वुड ही विल नॉट गेट मेनी चांसेस अनलेस कोई टॉप ऑर्डर में कोई इंजर हो जाता है. एंड वॉट एवर चांसेस ही गेट्स he has to bat freely because
Deliver. Yes.
थैंक्स टू बेन स्टोक्स।
स्टिल नंबर 9. तो उसको वो फ्रीडम और उसको क्लैरिटी मिल गया. नाउ जिंक्स नोज एक्जेक्टली व्हाट टू डू एंड ही इज डूइंग इट.
He's been doing it.
थैंक्स टू बेन स्टोक्स, 15.25 crores I guess,
Always thanks to him. He's
not
never
much, but
available.
at the same time Ajinkya
The
Rahane who was
the
favored with this
most
thing
costliest swarmer, I feel.
is not able to make, but at the
They've
same
been
time
paying
Ajinkya
him for
Rahane did.
that. Stay away. But mostly Ben Stokes का मुझे ये बहुत अच्छा लगता है. He always chooses English cricket over IPL. So he always stays loyal there.
He
He's
not
always
not only
You
English
have
cricket.
forgotten Mitchell
He
Stark.
no, I
You
haven't,
forgotten
but yeah,
Mitchell Stark.
so
Mitchell Stark
both
does not play
RCB
anymore.
so
yet
both
to get over of that thing. It seems like they haven't found a gate chaser after that.
He just
no,
rejects.
so both
He says that I
I
am
guess
not going to be
both
in the auction.
correct. So both I
Yes,
feel prefers not English cricket or Australian cricket. They both prefer Test cricket over anything else, and they want to keep themselves fit and fine for Test cricket because if you see, even after the IPL, Ben Stokes will be leaving a week early. He will not be completing the entire IPL if CSK gets into the finals. If they may so, he will be leaving around 20-25th May. 20th को रैप अप कर लेगा रादर टू प्ले इंग्लैंड वर्सेस आयरलैंड का जो टेस्ट सीरीज है. ही इज गिविंग इंपॉर्टेंस इवन टू द आयरलैंड सीरीज. अगर यही इंडियन के कोई बैटर या बॉलर होते दे वुड हैव वेरी
right.
कन्वीनियंटली स्किप्ड एन आयरलैंड टूर. एंड
Yes,
आफ्टर
yes,
दैट
yes. I agree.
इनफैक्ट इंडिया
They
का
would
तो
have sent an
वर्ल्ड
A
टेस्ट
team, India A
चैंपियनशिप
team.
फाइनल है. करेक्ट, इंडिया का
So,
तो वर्ल्ड टेस्ट
the
चैंपियनशिप
same
फाइनल है
thing
एंड दे
we
आर
did.
नॉट bothered about it.
Bothered
We
about
did
it.
an article. We did an article on walking wicket where we were explaining people, what has happened with Jasprit Bumrah and how BCCI could have
Correct.
handled it better. So there are so many players. जो कई बार क्या होता है कि workload management is a different thing, but still, if you do not manage it well, there are ways that people might get cracked और मतलब मेंटली भी वो मतलब प्रेशर में आ सकते हैं, परफॉर्मेंस कंटिन्यूस अच्छी नहीं हो सकती, कभी कभी बॉडी जवाब देने लग जाती है, तो कई
Correct.
सारी चीजें होती है. एंड सच प्लेयर्स लाइक मिचेल स्टार्क हु टेक्स केयर ऑफ देयर बॉडी रियली वेल एंड दे ओनली फोकस ऑन टेस्ट क्रिकेट एंड वर्ल्ड कप्स. They keep themselves always free for these things. They might
Correct.
skip few series here and there. You might see ODI, T20 they might miss, but if the World Cup is coming, I would say these are the first runner in that entire squad जो कि आप you would like to pick first because they are missing
Correct.
everything. They are not playing around the well where you find enough money. वो 100 भी नहीं खेलते हैं, वो आईपीएल भी नहीं खेलते जहाँ पे सबसे ज्यादा पैसा है, right?
I
And
agree.
they skip everything and just focus on the international
That's why I'm
cricket.
telling
So
that. But Mitchell Stark,
heads
I
off.
agree. He's always been focused on Test cricket more. Like since we've seen him, he's always been more aggressive for the Test cricket. But Ben Stokes का ना बाद में build हुआ ये सब. He used to be an ODI player before that, if you can remember.
Yep.
Mostly he used to play ODIs and he was not even a part of the Test team. But eventually he started doing better
That
and
that
eventually he
Headingley
just.
innings, Headingley innings
Heading
I know.
innings, correct.
changed it.
Yes.
And then he went
2019
on
It
the
changed
Ashes
it. It changed it.
changed everything for
That's
him,
what I was going to say.
and
That was
see
going to be my
that
point.
is the difference, right? एक
It
इनिंग पूरी
is.
दुनिया बदल सकता है, जो डायलॉग है वो तो
So
उसका वो एक इनिंग लाइफ का वही
उसका
था कि
माइंड
इट चेंज्ड इट एवरीथिंग.
उसका माइंडसेट ही चेंज हो गया वहां से. सो इट मेड हिम क्लियर दैट यू नीड टू चूज दिस, यू डोंट नीड टू चूज दिस नाउ. तो ये उसका क्लियर हो गया एंड ही बैक्ड हिमसेल्फ ऑन दैट. ही थॉट कि हाँ भाई मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया, आई कैन डू वेल इन टेस्ट क्रिकेट. So that's why I guess that's a really good decision for Ben Stokes, even if he is never available for the IPL. We rarely see him, but that's a good decision, I would say, for
yes, we
at
would
least in
have
my
missed
opinion.
a great all-rounder in Test
Yes,
cricket, which in general we don't find in today's time. So good to see someone like him stepping up and finding his own
yes.
groove into the Test cricket and
Keeping Test
finding
cricket
that.
alive. That's
Yep.
important. It's been
So
diminishing
such
somewhere
players.
between IPL's importance and
Yep.
IPL लोगों को देखना ज्यादा पसंद है because it's fast cricket, it's dynamic, कम
मसाला,
टाइम लगता है, मसाला
that is
रहता
what
है,
इंडियंस लाइक,
इंटरेस्ट
मसाला,
रहता है,
फ्लेवर, एक
टाइम
इंटेंस
आउट रहता है और
बैटल होता है.
इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर
करेक्ट.
वाला अभी आ गया, तो ये सब रहता है ना,
वाइड नो
इससे बहुत
बॉल का
मजा आता है.
डीआरएस आ गया, which is a good rule.
So I guess we've covered all the topics for the week and
Yep.
yeah, so let's wrap up here and we can come
Yeah, I guess it
again
was a
next
very
week.
very productive session we had today. A lot of things we
Yes,
discussed.
Absolutely.
definitely.
काफी काफी सारी हम लोगों ने अलग अलग एंगल से कई सारी चीजें लेके आए और कई सारी बातें की. तो thanks each and every one of you for listening cricket from the stands podcast, and we will keep bringing such more podcasts to you guys. So stay tuned with us, keep sharing, keep liking, keep commenting so that we reach to many people, and keep sharing it with your friends, colleagues,
Yes,
parents, and family and everyone, and keep sharing your
we have a
feedback.
lot
It's
to
very
discuss.
important. Will
Absolutely.
come Saturday, Sunday. Again, next Saturday will be coming at 8:30 p.m.
कैलेंडर मार्क
So
करके रख लेना सब.
अपना.
हम
So
लोग तो देते ही रहते हैं यहाँ पर notifications, लेकिन you guys please come and follow us and we will keep talking, we will keep discussing, and these are
yep.
going to be never ending talks. So like let's end this one now and we will come back Saturday and
Thank
Sunday.
you so much, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks
Thank
a
you so
lot,
much,
Pawan. Thanks a
everyone.
lot,
Bye
Karnan.
bye.
Let's meet
See you.
again.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.